internet's just about to walk 'em like a dog. Walk 'em like a dog. Walk 'em like a dog. Come on in, come on in, come on in. We gon' walk 'em like a dog and we ain't gon' get tired. Just before we start walking, y'all please like and subscribe. Walk 'em like a dog. Walk 'em like a dog. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Come on in, come on in, come on in. We gon' walk 'em like a dog and we ain't gon' get tired. Just before we start walking, y'all please like and subscribe. Walk 'em like a dog, walk 'em like a dog. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Come on in, come on in, come on in. We gon' walk 'em like a dog and we ain't gon' get tired. Just before we start walking, y'all please like and subscribe. Walk 'em like a dog, walk 'em like a dog. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Hey, internet sister, are you ready to walk 'em like a dog? Yeah, then let's walk 'em like a dog. We bout to walk 'em like a dog, walk 'em like a dog. The internet sister about to walk 'em like a dog, walk 'em like a dog, walk 'em like a dog. The internet sister about to walk 'em like a dog, walk 'em like a dog, walk 'em like a dog. Come on in, come on in, come on in. We gon' walk 'em like a dog and we ain't gon' get tired. Just before we start walking, y'all please like and subscribe. Walk 'em like a dog, walk 'em like a dog. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Come on in, come on in, come on in. We gon' walk 'em like a dog and we ain't gon' get tired. Just before we start walking, y'all please like and subscribe. Walk 'em like a dog, walk 'em like a dog. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Come on in, come on in, come on in. We gon' walk 'em like a dog and we ain't gon' get tired. Just before we start walking, y'all please like and subscribe. Walk 'em like a dog, walk 'em like a dog. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Hey, internet sister, are you ready to walk 'em like a dog? Yeah, then let's walk 'em like a dog. We bout to walk 'em like a dog, walk 'em like a dog. The internet sister about to walk 'em like a dog, walk 'em like a dog, walk 'em like a dog. The internet sister about to walk 'em like a dog, walk 'em like a dog, walk 'em like a dog. Come on in, come on in, come on in. We gon' walk 'em like a dog and we ain't gon' get tired. Just before we start walking, y'all please like and subscribe. Walk 'em like a dog, walk 'em like a dog. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Come on in, come on in, come on in. We gon' walk 'em like a dog and we ain't gon' get tired. Just before we start walking, y'all please like and subscribe. Walk 'em like a dog, walk 'em like a dog. Come on in, come on in, come on in. and subscribe. Walk 'em like a dog, walk 'em like a dog. Come on in, come on in, come on in.
Hey to my healthy and wealthy internet family. Y'all get on in here, get on in here. Hello, hello, hello to that green team. Shout out to my green team. I truly appreciate you all who have lit in y'all name up in green. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to all my supporters, baby. Everybody that have subscribed to my channel. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to the branch watchers and the butch watchers, everyone that have taken out their time to come in here to listen to the midday show, right? Over here on the Internet Sister JK channel, where real conversations, okay, is talked about, y'all. It's real talk here on the Internet Sister channel, real life. And at the end of the day, okay, the end goal is real growth. I honestly hope that you can learn something from my channel, that you can pull something from the Internet Sister JK channel. With that being said, I'm absolutely a blogger, a content creator, yes, a YouTuber, and I enjoy being a storyteller, right? Listen, y'all, I need y'all to understand this channel promotes love, entertainment, motivation, and educational, okay, purposes only. Everything here on my channel is my opinion, my theory, things that I find here on the internet. However, it's all allegedly. Everything is allegedly. It's your job as a listener, a watcher, okay, to do the fact check, okay? Make sure y'all go out and y'all find the facts. Now, I report what's going on. It's up to you guys what you do with the information. Get in here and make sure y'all show respect. Press that thumb on the way in. I'm gonna need you all to hit that thumb, okay, on the way in. The Internet Sister do ask that y'all come in respectfully. Each and every one of you guys are welcome here on my channel. Everybody voice matters. I respect everybody's opinion, even if I disagree with you, right? I still respect your opinion. You are entitled to your opinion. However, I do not respect disrespect, right? I ask that you come on my channel and you come on my channel with respect. We don't have to agree. I'm all with you. I agree to disagree, but I don't tolerate the disrespect. Know the difference between disagreement and disrespect, okay? It's a big difference. You can disagree with me, and I won't have a problem with you. But if you come over here and you become disrespectful, that's when the problem comes in. Okay? Understood? With all that being said, welcome here on the Internet Sister JK channel. I love you guys, and there's nothing y'all can do about it. So, y'all get in here. Y'all get in here. We're about to talk about it. Listen, the Internet Sister reacts to the Tukay interview. Okay? The 2K interview that I did here on my channel a couple of days ago has everyone talking. I did too. Thank you, break room. It's a pleasure to have you here. Hello, hello to everyone that's coming in here. Okay. So y'all, I did an interview with 2K here a couple of days ago, and I noticed that, that interview has everyone talking, right? I watched a little bit of Dawn. Shout out to Dawn, LaTruth, sister. I watched a little bit of her content where she did a reaction of one of the other ladies' video. Okay. One of the ladies came out here. I don't blur out everybody name because I don't have time. Yeah, I don't have time for the beef. I don't have time for the drama. I'm just gonna talk about it. I am not trying to be a part of it. Do y'all hear me? I ain't trying to beef and go back and forth with people. That's To me, that's for small-minded people. I have a panel, a platform where I talk about stuff and I don't run nobody down if they disagree with me. But there was a young lady, I guess, decided to clip out what she wanted to clip out with the interview and really try to make Don's brother LaTruth look bad, and Don was not having it. So we're gonna talk about that, right? We're gonna talk about that too. But before we get to that, right? I just want to let y'all know I will be addressing that video reaction that Don did. Um, oops, I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on. This is a call from my call box. I have to. Hello. Open the call box. You can't get through the call. Click the button so you can open the door, please. Okay, I will. I knew she was coming in. That's why she said, like, Mom, just let me in. So, but I had to do that on live, see, because you can't just pull up and knock at my door. I have to let you in order for you to knock at my door. Yes, the super duper extra security to get to me is heavy. Heavy security. I'm heavy on everything over here. Heavy. No, I'm just joking, y'all. But I love when they like to say security. You guys, you sure do. Got 24 hours, 7 days a week, on feet, on ground, on golf cart security. Okay. So if anybody ever come to the call box and get wrong, I'm hanging up and I'm calling my security. That's down on the first floor. Okay. Heavy security over here. And that's what valuable people do. They under heavy security. When you're a valuable person, you secure. And I'm not just saying I'm valuable. Everybody out here is valuable. People live how they want to live. I just live with extra security. So y'all get on in here and let's stay on task. But I realized when I see my call box, what would be the best time to put it on my podcast is right now. Because baby, we had a little tussle last night in my chat where somebody kept hollering out, but you got security. You got sure do. I got security and I'm under heavy, heavy security. Excuse me, guys. I had to take a sip before I get into this tea. Okay, baby girl. Hand me that. Thank you so much. I hope you know you was on the air.
I know. When you was just about to do this long explaining about this call. I told you the answer.
Love you. Have a good day. Call me if you need me. But my girl going to the gym. She's a gym girl. So y'all, let's get into it. Like I said, we will be covering a lot. But the first thing I want to cover, I would like to highlight how many of you guys have, if you heard the interview with me and Tukay. If you heard the interview with me and Tukay, if you had the opportunity to be live in colors, to hear everything, thumbs up to you. If you had to go back and replay it, thumbs up to you. But I would like to see how many of you guys heard the Tukay interview with the internet sister. Press 1 down in that chat if you heard Tukay interview. Please press 1. Let me see how many of you guys heard the interview, and then we're going to talk about some of the highlights. Okay. Great. I see a lot of y'all have heard the interview between the interview with Tukay. Great. I'm glad y'all did. So Sit back, relax, y'all, because today I want to talk about one of the biggest takeaways from my interview with 2K. Okay. And that was accountability. If you heard 2K here on my channel, then you guys definitely heard 2K saying he wants Amora to take accountability. So that's going to be one of the biggest takeaways from my interview with 2K. Okay. One thing I respect 2K is that 2K said that, that stood out to me was that he wanted accountability. That's what stood out to me. So you had people coming over him, pinching and pulling, taking clips and taking things away from my interview and taking it to their channel, trying to twist and turn things in a way to fit them, right? But one of the biggest takeaway that I want to talk about is that, and what stood out to me, and then y'all down there in the chat can tell me what stood out to y'all. But what stood out to me was he want accountability for Amora, not revenge. 2K is a grown ass man. I'm so glad I had that opportunity to have a sit down talk with 2K, because I already, from just talking to him over the phone, I had already pulled that he was a good person. But, interviewing him made me realize not only is 2K a good person, but 2K is damn sure a man. He's a goddamn man. He's not a wimp. He's not out here wanting to destroy the black women, cause drama, a division out here. You know what I'm saying? He's just a messy ass blogger, because he say he consider himself as a blogger. So he's just a messy ass blogger. But when you really sit down and talk to him, you can really separate his job, which is being a messy blogger, with, this man is a grown ass man and he's standing on business. And when he said he wanted to see Amora take accountability, he don't want no revenge with Amora. He ain't have much anger. He ain't have no anger. He ain't give like no retaliation. You know what I'm saying? He ain't give that he wanted to do a hate campaign on her or anything. All he said, he wanted accountability in a graceful way. Now, this is what makes me laugh, is because I read some of the comments under my interview, and I seen some posts and some people came on Facebook. They was like, oh, 2K made you look crazy. Oh, you wanted 2K to talk bad on Amora. Listen, anybody I bring on my panel, y'all, I want them to be real. Okay. I want real conversations from them. I want real talk from them. Like, if they don't have a problem with a person, I don't want to create a problem. I don't want them to have a problem with somebody if they don't have a problem with somebody. I don't want them to side with me. I don't do pre-interviews. Most people will do pre-interviews because they want to hear what you got to say before they put you on the panel. So if you ain't in agreement with them, or you ain't saying the things they want you to say, they won't have a live stream. See, when I had the live stream, I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know to expect good or bad. But what I can say is, what I want, my expectation for anybody that I bring on my channel is to keep it real. I want real conversation. I want real talk, right? And I think that's what 2K delivered. I think 2K delivered absolutely real talk. And one of the most important things that stood out to me was him saying he want Amora to take accountability. Because isn't that what the internet sister been saying? That's all I've been saying out here for the longest. Why people like, oh, she hates Amora, she dislikes Amora, she's jealous of Amora. I've been saying from day one, Amora need to take accountability on things that she have said and done. The destructions, the destructions of people. She have absolutely attacked people, doxed people. I'm gonna keep saying it over and over and over, because have Amora taking accountability? No. Will she take accountability? I don't know. I don't know, but I'm one. that I know for a fact that she have doxed and came out here and lied on, and yet will admit to it. I ain't got to talk about, oh, what's the word on the curb and allegedly when it comes to me. I can be honest. So to hear another person say, hey, I would love to have an interview with her. Y'all heard Tukay out his own mouth. So why his supporter who took a clip of Tukay and tried to make Robert look bad, why that same supporter of Amora didn't take the clip and say, oh, y'all, Tukay want an interview with Amora because he want Amora to take accountability. He wants Amora to take accountability. Why you didn't take the clip of him saying that about Amora and make a video on it? But yet you took the clip that he said about Robert. But we're going to get to that. Right now we're talking about what stood out the most to me in 2K interview is that he definitely was given, he don't want retaliation. He don't want revenge. He wants her to take accountability. So evidently she had to do something to 2K for 2K to say he wants her to take accountability for what she done. But yet she's on her community board, y'all, 2 days ago, saying all people like to do is come out here and lie. She glad she got receipts. And then she dropped a link where she was out here, in my opinion, faking it like she was advocating for him because he lost his channel. Huh? So she wanted people to hear that, like people supposed to forget about all the other ish she said about 2K before he lost his page in August. You know what she put me in the mind of? Y'all, it depends on where you from. I'm from the South, right? Well, I'm originally from Yonkers, New York. Shout out to Riverdale, okay? That's my birthplace. That's where I was born. But when my parents separated, my mother left my father up north and she brought us down here to the dirty South, okay? The dirty South. I always tell her, no telling way I would have been in life if she would just left me in Riverdale. Because down here in the dirty South, man, you just had to fight your way to win. But anyway, I'm from down here in the dirty South. I'm an hour and a half away from Miami, Florida. So down here, believe it or not, dudes will unalive you. Okay? Homeboys will unalive you. And them same homeboys will show up at your funeral and at your repast wearing your face, hugging your loved ones, telling your loved ones it's going to be better. And telling your loved ones they got their back. Knowing all along that they was the trigger man. And they will put your face on a t-shirt and celebrate your homegoing with your family. That's just how down dirty down south is, okay? So when I click that link and listen to Amora give her farewells to 2K and say, oh, I'm not like that. Y'all go over there and support him on Kick. Go over there and y'all, this is so sad. 2K lost his channel. The only thing I can do is think about the dirty boys down south. How they will put a photo on a t-shirt and do a whole celebration of a homegoing, making your loved ones feel like they had your loved one back. They making your loved one, your family feel like they in your corner when all along they the fucking ops. They the one pulled the trigger. But they out here at the repast celebrating the homegoing with the family. That's the only thing came across my mind when I hit that link. I said, man, Amora need to cut this shit out, right? This lady need to cut this shit out. This lady too old, okay, to be playing these kind of games. Now, I must wasn't the only one feeling like that from her live from August 2025 when Tukay lost his channel. And that was during the time that I had taken a break from the internet. I had detox. That was my detox season. So I didn't even know about Tukay losing his channel. But when I went over them and I listened to it, right? Because of course somebody felt like she was shooting shots at me because I'm the one that was out here super surprised that her and 2K had hugged at the court, had hugged the other day on live stream. I'm the one that was shocked and surprised, and I'm the one that was talking about it. So somebody felt like she was on her community board shooting shots at me. So I went over to check it out myself. She could have been talking about anybody, but I hit that link and I felt that laughing because this was after I interviewed 2K. So I'm like, even 2K had to know she was full of shit because 2K knew she did that live. And from what I understand, 2K thanked her. He absolutely said, thank you. He shouted her out. But I was also told 2K said, and still fuck Amora. After he gave her a thanks, okay, for doing that live stream back in August of 2025 when he lost his channel. And I understand why he said still F Amora, because once again, he said he wants her to take accountability. He wants her to take accountability. Something that Amora don't understand is important. You don't come out here and do all the shit you do, okay, to hurt people, attempt to harm people, and then turn around and just think you can, cover up all the shit you said and done without taking accountability. That's not the way of life. Why do a person ask you to take accountability? Do you guys know when somebody wrongs somebody? 2K say he didn't even want an apology. He just want her to take accountability. Why do you think a person asks another person to take accountability? Do any of you guys know? Why do a person ask for you to take accountability? Oh yeah, I'm gonna get into that. It's not like he even hugged her like, oh, that's Amora. Let me give Amora a hug. He absolutely said that's what he do. He said he's popular. He's well known. So people recognize him out in the community. This is something ongoing when somebody speaks to him. That's just his natural way of reaching out, hugging people. He absolutely said in that interview, and that stood out to me. It's not like, so one of the things I refrained from asking him was, well, what if you would have recognized that was Amora? Would you have still hugged her? I didn't find that question to be important to ask him. What if you had you recognized her? Would you still have given her a hug? I didn't ask that because he had already stated with what's going on in the atmosphere. It's just no time for, black on black crimes or black on black hate or drama in such setting or such atmosphere. Okay. The atmosphere, from what he explained in the interview, the location and where they met at, it automatically gives you to let anything go. If you got beef going on with somebody who looked like you, that atmosphere alone, and we're going to talk about more about the case of Carmelo and Anthony, okay? But he was just saying in that setting, it was a setting where it was no time to beef among each other. But he absolutely did say that he didn't know that was Amora. He said until after he hugged her ass. And when she went to walk away, he was like, all he can hear is her intro playing in his head. So let me see. I asked y'all a question. Do y'all know why do a person ask for someone to take accountability? Because once again, Amora always trying to point out somebody lying on her. So she writes on her community board, people lies, and that's why she glad she kept a receipt. And she went and tried to pull out a positive live stream she did on Tukay, but ain't recognize or acknowledge all the negative shit she did on Tukay. So I know she wasn't calling me a liar because the whole internet scene where she and others was in my chat saying, don't do the interview, don't do the interview, don't do the interview. That's all the loud talkers was saying. Don't do the interview, don't do the interview with him. As well as she told me personally on the phone, do not do the interview with him. Do not do the interview with him. He trouble. He's bad news. So I don't know if she attached that link 2 days ago, 3 days ago, because I said she out there hugging that man after division and dividing. So then she want to act like she's no part of division and dividing. I'm so glad 2K came over and did the interview so you guys will understand that not only did I know she didn't like 2K and she was talking dirty about 2K, not only did I know that, but 2K knew it. That's why one of the things stood out was 2K saying he wants to have an interview with her because he wants to hold her accountable. And for you all who answer the question, why do a person ask for another person to be held accountable? For you all who know, you know, thumbs up. For you who don't know, like I said, if there's nothing else you get from my channel, I hope you learn something, okay? We get a little ratchet over here. We laugh a lot over here, but we are all about educating, reaching one, teaching one. So let me tell y'all, accountability is often less about punishment. It's more about acknowledgement. When 2K said, I want to have an interview with Amora so I can hold her accountable, the first thing that came to my mind, because I'm a good ass listener, the first thing came to my mind was like, whoa, his ass want her to take acknowledge on what she did, what she said. Something that I have witnessed out here. Amora don't teach that. Taking accountability, acknowledging what happened, recognizing the impact of her actions. That lady created a post and put a link from August of 2025, like as if she hadn't said a damn thing negative about 2K. Like she hadn't caused division. Now, she's up on her platform performing. If you go watch the video, you will see she's up there performing, just like the Dirty Down South boys I talked about, who will put the person they unalive on the t-shirt and come out and celebrate at that person homegoing, knowing they unalive the person. If y'all can remember, there was 2 couples and it went down on live stream. I can't remember the 2 couples, but do y'all remember the little short, funny looking black boy? him and his beautiful, tall baby mama was on live and they was going at it. And she effed around and said something about the dude he unalive, and the family was going crazy because he was at the dude's funeral. He pretend like he had nothing to do with the dude being unalive. The next thing you know, he ended up unaliving her, leaving her in the house, and then later the cops got behind him. He ended up unaliving himself. All because pillow talking, he had to tell his girl that he was the one to help unalive his friend. And him and her was beefing on the internet, and she messed around and allowed that to slip out her mouth. So when I looked at that link that Amora tried to prove like she went for division, she was sending people. Okay, she was sending people to go support Tukay. Like people had to forget. Shit, Liz, we know she could have been the one behind to get fucking Tukay page taken. Allegedly. I'm just saying. Let's just talk about it. In the comments, she telling people to go over there. But you got her supporters saying pretty much F2K. They saying that's what he get. They reminding her, wait a minute. Pretty much they were saying, what the fuck? This shit is confusing. This is some confusing shit. You up here on your panel telling us to go over and support him. I mean, her supporters was like, that's what he get. He deserved that. He caused that on his own. He talked nasty about you. Like, they really calling her ass out. And she up there on her panel performing in that video like, no, children, calm down. No, kids, calm down. Y'all, let's put on our good face. Because with him getting his channel took, he had a lot of supporters. So if I can pretend that I care, y'all, that can help grow our channel. That's what I took from that shit on that link she put on her community board. I took that from that because I know what the lady said about Tukay in my ear over the phone. So I couldn't even take her serious. I mean, I wasn't in her chat when she performed that act like she cared about Tukay losing his channel. I wasn't online because I would have probably called her ass out then. Because wait a minute, this the same man that you told me not to be effed up with. This is the same man that you told me not to do an interview with him on his channel. Don't do it. I've been so goddamn confused. Like, where the hell this come from? Now you want us to go over there and support him? Now that his page got taken? But prior to his page getting taken, you ain't have shit good to say about this man. Everything was negative about this man. Now you got to come out here and pull on your clown face and perform like you also concerned. Y'all, this is what got me. Can y'all believe this woman was on her page saying, y'all, I'm not like that. Because he really did to say his page. With his page been gone, he's concerned how he gonna pay his bills. With his page been gone, he's concerned how he's gonna pay his bills. And there is kids. There's kids. He got kids, y'all. Oh, Amber ain't have a fucking son when you took Amber page? How about everybody page out here you struck, Miss Amora? Did you not think about that? When you stop not being like that? Lady, you got to stop being two-faced and changing faces when it's there to benefit you for your personal gain. You thought carrying on like that when 2K lost his channel, you was going to win some of 2K YouTubers. Supporters. Now that 2K can't be on YouTube, he done lost his YouTube page. Let me put on my clown face and get the acting for the circus. Let me act as I'm concerned. Let me look like I'm giving 2K something by telling my supporters to go over there and support him on whatever it's called. What it's called? Kick. That's how she was sounding on her channel. What it's called, y'all? Kick. Go over there and support him on Kick. Now you want to partner up with him. Now you want peace, that the man is in a losing position. Long as he was winning, it was a problem with you. Now the man is losing. He done lost his YouTube channel. Now you want to put on your second face and perform from the circus like you really concerned that 2K have lost his page. Baby, you was looking at 2K numbers that he had here on YouTube. Let me speak to you. You was looking at 2K numbers and you thought that if you can perform for the circus, maybe some of YouTube 2K YouTubers will say, oh, she's not as nasty as what we thought. But you got some people is wise and they can see through your games that you play. And the games are, you don't know to take accountability. You don't know how important it is to take accountability. Maybe 2K, because from what I was told, 2K did thank you back then, but he said fuck Amora too at the same time in August of 2025. And I'm sure if he said that, because it was allegedly told to me that he said that, I'm sure it's because he knew you was performing. He knew your heart really didn't mean it. Somebody said, I remember that. Yep, because she gave him a harpo. So LaTrue don't have a child when they was calling UPS and stuff on him. Okay, Petty Bay said, so LaTrue don't have a child when they was calling UPS and stuff on him. That's why I'm saying the lady was performing, y'all. When I hit the link, because somebody said, oh, I think she throwing shade to you. Because she said she keep receipts. I said, so I went to the community board. I hit the link. I listened to the video. I ain't listened to all the video because I knew it was a full of shit. I watched her perform for a little bit, but I replied back to the person. I said, she can't be, throwing shade at me. I said, because in that video, it doesn't show her taking accountability. Nowhere in that video, anyway, for the part that I saw, I didn't see her apologizing or taking accountability for destroying his image here on the internet, saying nasty things about this man. I seen her putting on the performance, is what I told the people, the person. I say, I seen that live video, girl. That was August of 2025. I ain't come back out here until November of 2025. So, baby, that was done out here, before me. Before me returning back. I said, but I absolutely see where she just posted this link since I've been talking about, her beef with 2K and how she just think it should just go away. Like she don't supposed to, take accountability or acknowledge her actions on the things that she said and done for this man. I say, I don't even understand how people took it serious when she performed in August of 2025. Person said 2K didn't take that shit serious. The person said, as a matter of fact, one of the people was in her comments in her chat during this time, and they said, shit, 2K didn't take it serious. Say 2K thank her for it, and at the same time he said F Amora, and that sound like 2K. 2K sound like he thank you, and at the same time still say F you. But like I said, when I interviewed him, he didn't sound like he wanted no revenge, no retaliation. He absolutely sounded like he's at peace with Amora. He just wants not even an apology. He said he don't even want an apology, but he definitely want to hold her accountable. He wants to hold her accountable. And I think that flew over a lot of the loud talkers' head, maybe her head. And I'm talking about the loud talkers who be in my chat, the loud talkers who be making dumbass comments like, oh, 2K made you look stupid. Oh, you thought 2K was going to talk bad of Amora. This is what this message is for. Okay? Because some of y'all don't, math ain't mathing for y'all. Some of y'all don't know what 2 plus 2 equals. So because y'all don't know what 2 plus 2 equals, it's my job as the internet sister to educate you guys that nothing 2K said on him could have made me look stupid. I never beefed with 2K. 2K had nothing negative to say about me. But I need y'all to stop and think, okay, about what stood out the most in my interview was him saying he wants to have a sit down interview with Amora because he wants Amora to take accountability. And he said, in a graceful way at that. So the only thing that came to my mind is that he wants her to take responsibility for her role in the situation, okay? In the chaos, in the drama, in the beef of 2K and Amora. He wants her to take responsibility, something y'all don't understand. And y'all let that one over y'all head. You know, when he said that, the internet sister said, damn, he wants her to correct misinformation. If false statements were made, if she made false statements and misinformation, which we all, okay, whether y'all want to agree with me or not, we all know that Amora is one to do that. Amora don't have a problem with handing out misinformation, false statements. Amora don't have a problem with that. So I'm telling y'all things that came to my head, things that stood out in my interview with 2K when he said he wants her to take accountability. Not just walking up to this man and he's giving out free hugs because that's what he's known to do. He's known to give out free hugs because he's a better man than what Amora described him to be. See, Amora described him to be a bad person, but this man is a better man than what Amora described him to be because he absolutely give out free hugs. This mean this man have good heart. He fucked around and hugged a op of his and didn't even know he was hugging an op. He didn't even know he was hugging a damn op. That lets you know what kind of heart 2K got, despite the fact, okay, that his blogging career is about being messy. But she have warned a lot of people here on the internet to not F with 2K. Until back in August of 2025, she was telling y'all to go F with him. Because once again, it was for her personal gain. If I send my loud talkers over there, maybe I can get some of his messy moths to come over here. Because now if he ain't got no YouTube channel, that's a lot of fucking supporters that's left out here on YouTube. That's a lot of supporters. You just gonna wake up and feel sorry that a man that you talk shit about, channel is gone, a man that you turned your group of people against. You thought if you was throwing shots at me, I don't know if your community post was for me. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna be fair. I don't know. She didn't put a name on it. So I can't attach myself and say it was for me. But if it was for me, because I said you divided people, you about dividing people, and that you had coached people to not like 2K, to don't be effed up with 2K, well, I hate to fail you. I hate to fail you again, Amora, if that post was for me. Because the link that you attached to that post from August 2025, telling people to go and support 2K, baby girl, that was way after you have said thousands of nasty things about this man. That was after the fact that you had divided people and you had to got in people's head to make him look like he was a bad person. That's why it wasn't working well for you on your own channel, Amora. More of your supporters was against you advising them to go support Tukay. They was more going against you because you already had their minds up to believe Tukay was a bad person. So even when you try to perform for Tukay and his supporters, your own supporters was confused. They couldn't even understand how you were so concerned after you had drawn the picture to make him look bad. So, baby, if that was for me, because I said you had divided your supporters and you had talked mad shit about Tukay, if that was for me, baby, you failed. You got to go get another receipt because that receipt wasn't receipting at all. It wasn't giving what you expected it to give. Okay, it was absolutely given that you was performing. You didn't give a damn about him you didn't give a damn about him losing his damn page at all. You didn't give a damn about him losing his page at all. You was just trying to recruit his YouTubers. You felt like he had all these supporters out here on YouTube. That was your way of picking up, hoping and thinking that you can pick up some of his YouTube supporters. Let's talk about it. Excuse me, y'all. Because after performing, that didn't even buy with him. He said, even after he recognized you, hey, I need you to come down to the studio. I need you to come down to the studio. I need to interview you. Shit, once he recognized who you was, he started begging for your ass to come down there to that studio. He want to get you down there to the studio, Amora. He wants you to sit down. Okay? While you walking up on people thinking it's just Gucci good, which he don't want no retaliation. He don't want no revenge. He just want to hold you accountable. That's what he said. And that stood out. That's what y'all should be talking about. If she also cool and she don't do shit wrong and she don't do nothing wrong and she's so damn smart, why in the hell he asking her to take on accountability? And if she's also past the drama, it shouldn't be a problem with her sitting down. Show growth and understanding and take accountability. Because he said he want to talk to you about some of the shit he and I talked about on my channel. He said, yeah, I want to talk to her about what we talked about, plus more. I'm waiting on the damn interview because I want to see what else he got to talk about. It seemed to me Tukay got a lot of shit he want to talk to Amora about. He just ain't want to spill all the goddamn beans over here in my interview. I definitely feel like he gonna hold her ass, in my opinion, accountability and make her acknowledge what she did, because she don't want to acknowledge what she did. I think he gonna make her take on responsibility for her role in the situation. I really do. I just feel like he wants her to take a, acknowledgement on what was said and done, and for her to take on responsibility on her actions. I'm going to rule out that he's looking for her to apologize, because I asked him that. He said, no, who am I? I don't want nobody apologizing to me. I just want her to take accountability. I just want, her to take accountability. So I just think he want her to take acknowledgement to see if she have any type of changed behavior. That's why I think he really want to see if she have any type of change of behavior. I've been out here 4 years. I don't see no change of behavior. But can she change? Yes. Will she ever take accountability of the shit she says and do? I would love to see it. I would love to see it. I just had a little run in with one of her little Loud Talker members the other day, yesterday. And the first thing her member tried to do is paint me as being a liar. When I came at him and took accountability and say I was wrong at what I said and done, shit. If I'm gonna continue to lie, ain't no use of me taking accountability. One thing about the internet, so they ain't hiding behind damn lie. And don't spare me, y'all. Don't spare me. Y'all see me lying, doing something wrong, call me out. Because it ain't even about y'all. It ain't even about y'all. It's about my salvation, my well-being. I like to be corrected. Because yes, we do as human say and do things that we don't even realize sometimes that we're saying and doing. Or we're hurting somebody's feelings. So don't spare me. I don't want y'all digging holes, burying my SHIT. Let me smell my shit. If I say and do something wrong, point me out. But all that lying, I ain't benefiting off of shit out here to come out here and lie. What would I benefit from? I told y'all. How I was raised, I was told the more lies you tell, the closest you get to hell. So none of y'all ain't worth me coming out here just creating lies on top of lies. None of y'all ain't worth it. I don't gain for that. Ain't got no reason to lie. But y'all ready for people to take accountability besides Amora and the Loud Talkers. The Loud Talkers ain't got to never take accountability out here. Is y'all cool? I really know. Are you guys cool? Hey, what's up? 1 second, guys. 1 second here. You need 1 second. You at my office? Hey, y'all, give me 1 minute. This is my brother Todd aching in my side, y'all. This man always calling. Hold on. Y'all can't tell me I ain't got a 50-year-old son. Give me 1 second. Okay. Anyway, y'all, I'm back. I apologize for that. Like I said, everybody out here on this internet, a part of this old saga mess, they are held, to taking accountability if they say or do something wrong. But when it comes to them damn Loud Talkers over there, they want to walk on clouds or they want to walk on water. Nah, I'm not having it. I'm calling y'all ass out. What's good for one is good for the other. That's why I called the other Loud Talker out. Don't come out here and talking about don't attach yourself with drama. You don't want no drama, but you over there fucking singing my name, Genie this, Genie that, attaching me to unnecessary drama. Huh? How does shit do that sound? See, when you have change of behavior, you don't hold grudge and you don't hold beef with nobody. And you give a person the same amount of respect you want. You just said, let me be at peace. So if I ain't out here fucking with you, Ashley, or your daughter, why in the hell you'll come out here and do a live and attach my name to your drama? Because y'all want to be held to a certain standard when all y'all, in my opinion, are shit eaters. Okay? And there ain't no changed behavior with me. I'm who I am. You don't F with me, I don't F with you. My heart is pure. I'm by far not slow. You motherfuckers ride on tricycles, 3-wheel bikes. I can hold my balance. I don't need 3 wheels. I can ride 2 wheels. So I see the shade and I see the shots. You addressing people, saying, hey, leave me alone. I'm at peace. I left this shit alone. I don't mess with nobody. Y'all keep saying my name out here. Just leave me alone. You want to address Neo? You could have came out here and performed a whole live stream with Neo. But no, you said my name 3-4 times because I'm not dumb. You still trying to attach me with drama after I apologize. But that's just an example. That's just an example. And that's the reason why Tukay is asking Amora to be held accountable to the shit she does. Because she don't want to take on accountability. And that's why members who sit up under her don't do better. They don't do better. Because they sit up under her. And they're not independent thinkers. So it's like, oh, keep saying, repeating yourself on and on and on, using my name, attaching my name to the drama. Just like you don't want to be a part of the drama, neither do I. Neither do I. Oh, secure my name, say my name. But if y'all want to talk about something, talk about Neo and talk about Jeannie. No, that ain't where it rocks at. And I don't even play like that. I don't even get down like that. And what I can't add on, you represent your mother, baby girl. You are product of your mother. Your mother produce you. Your mother produce you. So to come out here and try to make your mother look like she's this great mother by words and posting her pictures. Word from the wise, that don't make your mother look good because you represent your mother. So all of the devilish shit you did, that how people question, who are your mother? What did your mother teach you? How well did your mother raise you? You can come out here and you can write a book about how beautiful your mother is as a person. What Christian woman she is as a person. All the damn good deeds she do in the world. But people gonna be like, well, damn, she fell at you. She fell at you. I teach my kids that. I teach my kids to be well respected, to conduct and carry themselves in a respectful way. Because that speaks volume of your upbringing. That speaks volume of your upbringing. I'm always telling people, I love you. And there's nothing else you can do. You know why? Because that's what Mom Shirley taught us. In her upbringing, my mom wasn't perfect, but she taught us love. If she didn't teach us nothing else, she taught us love. She taught us how to love people in spite of. She taught us not to have grudges with others and help when you can see that you can help someone, help people. Don't hurt people. Help people. My mother called us out if we was wrong. My mother didn't take sides. When we was wrong, we was wrong. That's why I don't have a problem with taking accountability. But if you don't take nothing else from me, if you want to give your mother her flowers, you want your mother to look like a good person, then clean your act up. Clean your act up. We all can come out here and fry fish with our mouth and say how good our mama was. But we are products of our parents. They produced us. They had us. An apple tree can't bear an orange. And an orange tree can't bear an apple. So you can't be out here painting a picture as if your mama is a sweet strawberry and you came from a batch of bitter lemons or limes. If you came from a bitter ass batch of bitter limes, but you trying to say your mama is a sweet strawberry, that ain't right. Because a strawberry can't bear a lime. Can't. So that's just my advice to you. That's just my advice to you. Be careful how you move. Ain't no way in hell I'ma be running with a bunch of bigger ass, grown ass, over ass age women that damn near my mama age, but they walking the walk and talking the talk different than what my mama taught me. How I'ma leave from what my mama taught me? How I'm going to compromise the morals and the respect that my mama taught me to get with a bigger motherfucking bunch of women? Because if your mama is such this good person, then you should be too. You should be too. So anyway, y'all, let me just get back on task. I was just giving that as an example that everybody out here, when it comes to that loud talking community, they expect everybody out here to look bigger, look bad, look jealous. You know what I'm saying? Take accountability, but they never want to take accountability. Like I got the damn lie. If I had time, I'll go down in my text message and show where somebody text me, hey, AG out here talking about your child car. That same little shit y'all like to, talk about my baby Darge when she was in college. But she got 2 fucking cars now. Hold her own up. And I don't see none of y'all having shit on my daughter at the age of being 32 and y'all older than her. That's when I ran my ass out here and started talking about your daughter. When they call and say you was out here talking about my oldest daughter car. And then you brought your ass back out here and told the biggest lie about my daughter, Sweet 17. I debunked that. You never came back and apologized. Once again, the example is the loud talkers don't want to take accountability. I showed everybody out here you lied about an SBA loan paying for my daughter a $20,000 Sweet 17 party. Came out here and opened the panel, opened my porter. Over my SBA porter. And I told you faithfully, hey, sis, I withdrew it. But y'all so used to lies. You ain't believe me, so you came out here and lied. I verbally had already told you. Before you stopped talking to me, I withdrew that shit. Then I had to come out here and physically, visually show you it was withdrawing. It wasn't no goddamn SBA loan. You ain't make now damn video of apologizing or post admitting or taking action that your misinformation, your false statement. And I ain't look for that for you. I didn't look for that for you. I didn't need that. I'm like Tukay. Fuck apology. You don't have to apologize to me, but take accountability of your actions. Y'all won't, because that's not what y'all group is about. Y'all don't take accountability of y'all actions. Y'all just keep covering up. Y'all like a man dig holes and bury dog shit. That's what y'all do with y'all lies and misinformation y'all put out here. Y'all just dig holes and throw dirt over it to cover it up. I ain't gonna even lie to y'all. That shit pissed me off. I listened to that shit. I said, now how you gonna come out here and ask somebody to put respect on your name, but yet you attaching somebody to the drama. I ain't addressed shit Neo said about me because it ain't for me to address nothing Neo said about me. Told y'all on my platform, I'm cool. Whatever the girl say about me, I ain't even worried about it. But you want to keep entangling my name. That's you and Neo fucking beef. Now you want everybody to believe she lying on your medical records. Make it make sense. This is what the fucking loud talkers do. She over there saying Neo is a liar. And Neo lying on Tiffany. Neo lying on her medical records. But then she turned around and say, Neo said, Jeannie said. So what the fuck? Is Neo a liar or not? Don't believe some of Neo shit, but you can't believe all of Neo shit. How you gonna believe what Neo said about me is true, but you don't want what Neo said about your records got to be a lie? How you gonna believe some what Neo say, but not all what Neo say. So shit, what she said about me was true. If you gonna want to believe what she said about me is true, then I got to believe what she's saying about you is true. See how that work? See how that work? You don't want people to believe the shit that Neo saying about you is true, but you want the people to believe what Neo said about me is true. Y'all got to grow the fuck up out here, girl. You hitting 40. Get grown. Be grown. You hitting 40 years old. Come on. Stop playing dumb out here. And stop saying, okay, Ashley, back to Tash, y'all. That's a little commercial break. I had to, come out here and add that in since we talking about accountability. This is just how, you know what I'm saying? And if she was sitting up under some real teaching, she'll know better. And I know a lot of people keep saying stuff like, oh, she's not the reason that she's not the reason for Bree. She's not the reason for Bree. I keep telling y'all, nobody can take the reason for what Bree go through personally but Bree. But I'm talking about people sit up under teaching. If those people was taught better, they was shown better. A leader is someone who's supposed to lead right, who's supposed to set examples. An older person, if you are a leader, lead by examples. These young women would know how to take accountability if they were sitting up under a leader who teaches accountability. I hadn't said SH about that little girl. I absolutely gave her a pass. I gave her a pass. And I said, no, I don't even feel right going back and forth with people that's under my age. When she's a full-blown grown woman, she closer to the elders than she is to the fucking teens. Almost 40 years old. She closer to the elders than she is to the teenagers. But I still gave her a damn pass. But she came out here singing my name yesterday like a mockingbird. Y'all seen how she disrespect me on that AI shit with the flowers and acting like Lil Truth is standing over me. I think I bowed down gracefully and gave that little girl a pass. I told her go get her mammy because I don't play with kids. Even though she's grown and closer to her 40s, I always gave her a pass. Talking about she intelligent and she's smart. No, baby, that's evil. What she can do because she's intelligent. No, that's evil. You and Neo got a lot in common when it comes to doing evil shit with the computers. Anybody can sit down and play with fucking AI all fucking day and get AI to say and do what the fuck they want them to say and do. All you got to have is a fucking evil mind and put that shit in the system. And it'll do just that. It don't come from being no goddamn intelligent. All you doing is misusing a goddamn app. So, back to Taz on what stood out in the Tukay interview. So, Ashley Boy Mom wrote the comment and stop saying Jeannie and others are jealous of this Billy Goat. Who the hell wants to be in her shoes? Not me. Nasty inside, nasty outside. Look at the enemies she created with help from her followers. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Guess Tukay was out here hating on her too. I guess Tukay was out here hating on her too. But from what I understood from me interviewing Tukay, no, he wasn't hating on her. He was just like myself and others in disagreement with her. He disagreed on the LaTrue story. He didn't see the little true story with the eyes she seen the little true story. He really couldn't believe that she was really at him, still harassing little truth, creating content on little truth when he started following the story. He couldn't believe what he was seeing and what he was hearing from Amora, because he was like, wait a minute, we watching the same episode. Like, we're both watching this unfold in real time. In real time, we're both watching this. And he was like, he couldn't understand how she saw things different when it was out here, put out here in front of everybody. But to deflect and to try to make people seem like the problem, they're so quick to act as if it comes from jealousy. Like people just wake up to dislike them. I don't dislike none of them out here. Do I dislike their behavior? Yes. Do I dislike their actions? Yes. And this is one of the biggest things I dislike. They don't know how to take accountability. They don't. So like I said, oh, excuse me, y'all. Right, Ashley. Ashley said, I myself, with my own eyes and ears, sat and watched her break room. Didn't really want to take it there with her. And that's the sad part, because that's something that the other Ashley came out here and said. One thing I can say is that break room went to war for her. Me and break room really, I like that part of Ashley Live. I like the fact that she was able to keep it 100 with break room. She was able to clean break room face, right? She was able to really let the internet know that, hey, break room was really standing 10 toes down for Neo. When break room called my phone, me and break room, we scuffled, because I'm like, wait a minute, she's talking about me. Actually, pretty much what she was saying, the little part I listened to, because I jumped off because I got pissed off how my name kept being entangled in the fucking drama. Like, don't do that, because y'all already know I'm coming on my channel to say what the hell I got to say. I ain't in no damn drama. I say what the hell I got to say right here on my channel. Don't entangle me into y'all shit. I ain't in no group. So anyway, one thing I did respect, and one of the things I did hear, is that she said break room went to effing war for Neo. That they scuffle, and that break room went back down. Break room kept saying, let it go. Leave Neo alone. Leave Neo alone. I like that shit. I like that shit. It clearly showed us out here on the internet that break room had no problem with Neo. That break room ain't have no fake ass beef with Neo. And I really don't want to go there with Neo, because like I said, I don't care how mad she gets with me and how she feels about me or what she thinks about me. Okay? I know for a fact that my heart is pure with Neo. My heart is pure with Neo. So what I can say it clearly from the bottom of my heart. And I give two fucks if she let, okay, the loud talkers make her feel as if she's being gaslighting. Like I'm over here gaslighting her. I know there is something wrong with Neo. I don't know what it is, but it's something there that won't even allow me to cross the line to beef with Neo. Because I personally talked to Neo. And the only thing I ever showed Neo was love. Love. I didn't care what I was doing. I would very seldom let her call go to voicemail. 99 I would at least say 98% of the time, I'm going to answer my phone and say, hold on, Neo, give me one moment. And I placed her on hold before I let her go to my voicemail. 98% of the time, if I see Neo number pop up in my phone, I'm going to answer it for her because I was concerned about Neo mental health, and I don't give a damn if she feels that she don't have a mental health issue. Well, you act as if you do. So I can't help but to be concerned. And then I say this over and over and over. It's not a bad thing. Shit. Call and check on me and my mental health. That should be something daily. When you care about people, because you never know what a person is going through. Do you know how many people have checked out in this world and they loved ones didn't even know that they was battling with something? They didn't even know they was dealing with something. And don't you know those people regret for not calling, checking up? There's people with banks full of money, living in the biggest house, driving the biggest cars, that have checked out. My brother have been at the Hard Rock Cafe with a man, an Asian man. They was there 7 days sitting around the same baccarat table. By the 10th, 12th day, my brother noticed that he hadn't came out his room. His chair was empty. They all took the same seats at the baccarat table. 2 days went by. The man hadn't came out. Every single body around that baccarat table know that was unlikely him. Because my brother said he would bet 10,000, 20,000 at one time. He was really bringing the money to the table. So when you win in big, because he going to at least bet 20, 30,000 a hand. So they put in a request for him to go do a wellness check. He had to check out. Nobody around the table would have thought that man was going to check out. That man had billions of dollars, millions of dollars. My brother say he owned many Asian buffets, nail salons. He was huge. He was wealthy. Within them couple days, that man had to check out. So to get angry because people have concerns for her, that ain't mocking her. That ain't making fun of her. That absolutely really bring awareness that something must be wrong. Because how you get mad and turn on people because they say they're concerned? How can you think that's mocking and making fun of you? Somebody saying they're concerned about your well-being. Do you know how many people wish they had somebody that was concerned? You have nothing to offer no one. You have nothing to give no one. So to have people who say they love you, they concerned about your well-being, girl, that's a blessing. That's a blessing. Most people ain't love, and most people ain't checking up on you, and most people ain't concerned about you if you ain't got nothing to give them. You don't find unconditional love out here like that. And maybe you haven't truly been loved, so you don't know the true meaning of love. You don't know what love look like. But to hear Ashley say, that's one part of Ashley, that's one part of Ashley video that I really liked and admire her for coming out here. Clean and Tiffany face, despite the fact she was dirty in my face. But I'm a big girl. I'm okay with that. Despite the fact that she was dirtying up my face, one thing I got to give her credit for, that's for cleaning Tip face. Saying Tip really was out here going to war for Neo. And then for Neo to do that to her was wrong. Now, that's one part of the video I agree. I absolutely admire Ashley for doing and saying. No. We strictly talked about Neo and me stepping back on Neo. Yet Neo knows how to play the games. Neo knows that if she put a title with my name in it or a title with Tiffany name, she already know how Amora supporters rock and roll. She already know how Amora rock and roll. Okay, y'all don't want to support me? Y'all don't want to support me? I'm going to get y'all back. I'm finna start talking about y'all on my channel 40 days, 40 nights. That's going to draw Amora, and that's going to draw Amora supporters. But who gives a fuck about Amora and Amora supporters? We already know the play. We already know the play. We already know Amora and her supporters is wherever the fucking lies at. We already know Amora and her supporters is wherever the fucking drama at. That's just why Tukay want her to take accountability. He don't want no revenge. He don't want no apology. He just want her to take accountability of her actions. Something that we know her and her supporters don't know how to do. But if Neo trying to grow her page, if Neo trying to grow her page, if Neo trying to get her numbers back, that's what she got to do. Act like she gonna go off on me, Tiff, or anybody else that's bringing awareness to this woman and her behavior. Yeah, you'll pack fucking house, Neo. You'll get the attention you need to get. Because they weak. They can't debunk shit. Nor can they debunk, okay? When somebody coming out here with real receipts, exposing their ass, or bringing the truth out here, they can't debunk it, and they damn sure won't take accountability. They would rather Neo come out here with a bunch of goddamn lies. That's what I'm saying. She know what she doing. I'm so tired, Neo. Now Nate is God sick, and she was fighting y'all battle. Nate didn't do her anything. She's so sad. That's what I'm saying. Come out here and tell me you're a shit starter. The day I asked you, well, how many times you gonna go on and on and on and on with going on and on and on with Nate? Putting roaches, and like I said, it's not, you're gonna bring awareness to something, do it the proper way. But all that drama shit, because I can come out here and I can call Nate out on things I have seen her do. Okay, I already told y'all it's a difference bringing awareness to bad behavior and dragging a person. Like I said to Tukay in our interview, he said, I let back on Bree. He said, because I didn't want to look like I was out here trying to destroy a black woman. I said, oh, that's foul for good, Tukay. He said, wait, now I will get on her ass. And I said, oh, because there is a difference. But it's a difference between harassing somebody, dragging somebody, creating lies, versus bringing awareness of a person bad behavior. Now, if Neo feel like Amora is God sent, then Neo need to come out here and not only apologize, okay, to Amora, but she needs to apologize to Break Room for telling Break Room that Amora and Candy was plotting on her, okay? See, if Neo gonna come out here, she can't say and do things to make it fit her. She got to accept accountability. If Amora is God sent and Amora ain't doing nothing wrong, then Neo owed Amora an apology. And she also owes Break Room apology, because she should never came back and told the lie she told. The same lie she told me then. Okay? That means she told me a lie too. Why she got angry and mad with me, because I told her I couldn't agree with her, because this is not the song you was singing. You'd have changed the tune, because the song you was singing after I apologized to y'all was that you already knew this was coming from based off the conversation that you was having without Break Room. You knew they was trying to turn on Break Room. So you can't come out here and change the tune and act like Break Room turned on them. When you sung to me, they was turning on Break Room. Anyway, so much for that. That is not what my topic is about, but it do tie in when it comes to accountability. Like I said, what stood out most in my interview is that Tukay is asking for Amora to take on accountability. So that tied into that accountability. That's what we have to understand, women, to all my family, internet family that's under my voice, accountability is very important. We have to be, able to take on responsibility, for our actions. Okay, we must take acknowledgement on what happened. We can move on. We can absolutely move on. We can let go and move on. But however, we need to take on accountability. We need to be responsible, okay, for our actions. And that's something I don't see out here on the internet. So I was absolutely happy for Tukay, okay, to ask for an interview so he can hold Amora responsible for her actions. So let's move on, y'all. That's another thing. That was the, that's what stood out most in my interview, that part. But let's move on. The interview was very, very much beautiful. It went well, and it was a lot of more things talked about. So the next thing I would like to talk about when it came to the interview that Tukay and I had, and that's be careful with your surroundings, right? Because Tukay absolutely stated he didn't even know he was hugging Amora to after the hug. I'm a hug giver. I am. So I was able to relate to Tukay when he stated that, hugging Amora, he didn't realize he was hugging her until he had given her a hug. Just be aware of your surroundings. Know who you hugging. I'm glad that was absolutely a innocent hug. But we got to be careful about who we hug. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Y'all, Lady J said, this is so true. My auntie had everything: money, land, home, etc. She unalived herself in front of her husband, son, and my grandmother. They tried to stop her. This is the thing here. Mental health is real. Mental health is real. And you never know what someone's going through. And that don't make you weak. I cannot stress to y'all. And I think that's how Neo feel. Neo feel that, this is just what I assume. When somebody speak on her mental health, they're calling her weak, or I don't know why, she just gets so upset when people say they have concern. But after listening to her trauma and everything she went through and the way she would just pop off, it makes people feel that something is going on. Some people show it, some people don't show it. But look, Lady J, auntie had everything. Everything. And I'm sure the people around her probably felt she was the most happiest person because she had cars, land, money, a husband, grandkids, kids. Everybody around her probably thought she had the perfect life. Not knowing mental health was an issue. Once again, having mental health issues is just like having any other medical issue. Whether you got heart trouble, kidney trouble, legs, knee problems, it's a health issue. That's the same with the mind. It's a health issue. Some people can control it, some people can't. Some people hide it. Maybe because they feel like people will pick on them or people won't accept them. But if you have a mental health issue, talk about it. Get help. Don't be so quick to get mad. Lady J, is that for Neo, she said she's really not well, and it shows that the people she's around to care. You can hear it in her voice and see it in her face. The story she made up in her mind believes them. Yep, if you're talking about her, but that's why I don't go back and forth with her, and I'd rather just move on because, like I said, my concern is more of her well-being, and I never want her to, even though she gonna feel the way she want to feel, and I know she's not someone that you can control or whatever. Because when I first came on her video, it was, in a joking matter, and like I said, I was there to troll the loud talkers, because somebody had sent me something where they said, "Oh, get your popcorns and your solar pops." Like, this ain't finna be a motherfucking show over here. This is not about to be a show. Y'all grown women, grow the F up. Like, get your popcorns, get your solas, and let's like, I don't know, but maybe it's like that because how other people and them go back and forth. But I'm here to bring awareness, right? I'm here to, bring awareness. I'm here to talk about bad behavior. I'm here to try my hardest to lead by examples. Lead by example. Going back and forth with Neo when I know there's a problem there. I don't do that. Oh yeah, I remember that. I used to follow them big times. I think one, you talking about the one that had TC, the husband. I think they had moved to Atlanta. And the husband was in the barbershop. She was in think credit repair business. But on the outside looking in, it looked like they had a beautiful house. She did have a great amount of supporters because they were following them based on their success. But yeah, she ended up taking her and her husband life. I watched that, and that was crazy. That was crazy because you got people who was watching them, that so many people was inspired by their life, inspired by the achievement and the accomplishments that they had made in life, and there was people there hoping, that they can gain knowledge so they can apply it to their lives. And all along, this woman was struggling with mental health, mental illness, but people was following her because of the looks, the cars she was driving, the house she was living in. And I keep trying to tell people that stop following people because of materialistic things. Us brown skinned people have to get out of that. And a lot of people use that for gains. They want to flash and show y'all materialistic things. I ain't gonna even lie. My channel from off of Facebook, and I was there to inspire people. I was absolutely there to inspire people. I used to show and do a lot more years ago. I was just very much, I was known to come out here on the Facebook and do some dumb shit. I heard Neo over there saying, "Oh, she always like to show people she had money, this and that." And I'm like, was you in my life about 10 years ago? Because, baby, and I have asked people to, hey, for money challenges. If y'all say I'm jealous of somebody's money, meet me at the fucking bank. Because all this pulling up at people's house, I don't pull up at people's house. I pull up I pull up at the bank. But I stopped doing that because one, more people was becoming jealous for being flashy versus being inspired. And also, me personally, it starts as a life coach. I had to learn. It starts with the mindset. So before a person become wealthy by money, you have to coach them to become wealthy by mind first. It does no good to get money if you don't know what to do with the money. You'll be back broke tomorrow. So it's all about the health. You can't be wealthy and unhealthy. It's all about being healthy. It's all about becoming wealthy. But before you become wealthy, you need to set the mindset. Wealth is all about the mindset and making sure a person have a healthy mindset. Well, yeah, she wants to be accepted. That's how she feel. When she said this what caught me, y'all. And like I said, I really want to move forward with the interview, but this is something, mental health is something to talk about. Mental health is very, very much important. So I pause to talk about mental health because I think this is something that should be talked about. But yes, when she said, y'all are worse than the sisterhood group, y'all are no better than the sisterhood group. I said to myself, this is all about acceptance. Okay. This is all about acceptance. She's looking to fit in somewhere. I have tried to, on the back end, coach Neo to the point of Neo, don't worry about who like you and who don't like you. Self-love is so important. Self-love is so important. Neo told me she was gonna leave this, okay, behind her and focus on her business. She wasn't gonna be in this toxic stuff anymore. She told me she's gonna clearly focus on her videos because I always tell her she has a lot of good in her and she can become a good person when it comes to the internet. I see your growth. I see you doing good. Focus on your music because she was doing some little music and focus on your videos. And that's what she agreed. So why she jumped back out here where she had told me she felt like this wasn't a place for her, this wasn't for her to fit in. Why? I appreciate her coming over, showing me some love in my chat, but it's not what you do, it's how you do it. If you knew that the internet, this saga of the people that you had entangle yourself with, if you know that you had gotten involved with a group of women that it wasn't a good fit, you acknowledge that it absolutely wasn't a good fit, right? You announced that you felt like you had got a warning before you start being break room friend, and then it all unfolded. That was your warning. Once all this came to her, she said she's leaving it. She's just gonna focus on her content and her videos and her business. That was the best thing. And that's where she should have stayed. But yet, she came over saying she was trying to support my page. And just the moment in the day that I didn't agree with her, I became a bitch. I absolutely was the reason. I started the conversation based off my question. And I'm like, I had a whole different topic. Why did you ask me to drop the link to come up here to talk about something that had nothing to do with the topic? But I'm the one started the conversation. I mean, I dropped the link. You came up with the conversation. You on my panel. I know you sensitive. I didn't drop you. I let you say I let that lady say everything she had to say. And then as soon as I told her I didn't agree with what she had to say and what she told me, I became a bad person. So I knew right then and there, yeah, mental health is real. Be mad at me. Oh, I'm okay. Talk your shit about me. I'm okay. And I ain't never worried about nobody doing no get backs with me, right? Because I know my heart is pure. I ain't worried about you getting back with, doing no get backs on me. That's my last worry. Um, I feel sorry for her because what she's saying and doing make herself look bad. Yep. And she just don't know that they're out on the front end agreeing with her, but they on the back end laughing at her. That's why I feel sorry for her, because on the front end they in her chat and they're making her, trying to make her feel comfortable about what she's saying and what she's doing. But on the back end, I know how they work. She know how they work. Y'all know they got all kind of screenshots of her on the back end. I wanted her to sit up because who made her feel, her self-esteem, who knows her self-esteem is very low about her weight and her looks, is immoral. She know Amora always made the funny pictures of her being overweight, this and that. So as she's laying down and she's looking in her phone, she's talking, she's giving double chin, she's giving big face, she's giving all this stuff that, like, I really wanted to pick up the phone and text her, like, Neo, at least sit up, prop your camera up right, because these people ain't becoming your friend overnight. And then she said, I got women who really, really cared about me over there, and they were so sad when I just wanted to give her a virtual hug. I was just like, oh my God. I just wanted to hug her. I wanted to hug her. But anyway, that's not my battle. No, there or whatever. That's not my battle. Yes, baby. I'm glad you saw that. She said, oh, we all watched that lie. She can't lie about how that went down between you two. She like a kid who didn't get their way. She was. And I know, like, how much Neo loved me, okay? Neo can say this, say that, say this, say that. I kept sitting there pressing her button. Y'all seen how she kept blocking people? Did y'all see how she kept blocking people right and left, right and left? But I'm just like, listen, y'all, I was so sleepy. Hold on, y'all. This is my baby girl. Hey, girl, what's going on? Okay, okay, babe, love you. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. But did y'all see? Like, I just kept, like I said, I wasn't gonna let her give them no shit show, right? Because I already knew that they're just about to use this girl to spin out of control. They're just about to use this girl to spin out of control, right? Absolutely. Like, I know they don't F with this girl. She know they don't F with her. She knows all the shit that Amora sent me in my text thread to come out here and expose her. I just didn't put this shit up on my channel. I just didn't. I came out, I said what I had to say about her, or whatever. But she knows. And I was wise enough and I was smart enough. I know the game that these people play out here. So I found it very important. Some people probably didn't understand why I was in her chat. Y'all know I'm never in a person chat. But I was using that communication to talk her down because I knew they was ready to set her the F up. That's why she had that 5 hour live. And that's why she had so many views on that 5 hour live. First and foremost, Lala wanted to see what she was gonna say back to me in the chat, right? Long as I was in the chat, they over there watching, and they wanted to feed her. They wanted to F with her mind because they don't care. They don't care. I know how they play. I know how they play. And me personally, I'm gonna pump the brakes. Before I see you, jump off the cliff, I'm gonna come and try to stop you. And a lot of stuff she was saying over there, you know, it was exactly how y'all say it was like when the kid didn't have their way. A kid didn't have their way. But I feel sorry for her. Nothing other. I absolutely do. Absolutely do. Um because she'll say she don't want attention, but she wants attention. She wants attention. I told her in break room I wasn't going to get in between their chaos, their differences, and I meant that. I wasn't taking a side. I have no side to pick. I have no side to pick. I just preached all week long. Don't carry other people beef. Don't carry other people beef. Don't get involved with other people beef. Let people work their shit out. We all grown out here. We all grown out here. And that's why y'all so caught up with, oh, she flipped, she flopped, she did, she did. If you just stand down, stop getting caught up with other people beef, and let in due time shit'll work itself out. So you ain't got to worry about saying this person flipped, this person changed this. Stop getting involved with other people beef. Just let it work itself out. Now I don't know about that because I ain't see that. She said something about, I think that was way back when little true brother Kevin said had a video or something that she had pushed her stepchild, but she said she didn't push her stepchild. Now, okay, you said the smallest thing bother her. I wouldn't have her around my kid. I got to meet her significant other, which was just a brief. I spent more time talking to Neo than I did her girl. But I would think that her girl would know if her child is being mistreated. I don't know. I can't. I definitely can't agree with y'all on if she mistreat her stepdaughter or not. But she always talk about, she have the love for her nephews. She's a good auntie and a good stepmama. So I don't know. I ain't get to see the video, so I can't even comment on that. I'm just talking about. I just feel like Neo do have this thing with wanting to be accepted, wanting to be loved, and she do deserve to be loved. And I think it's just me. I don't even know all the Gigi sisters, and I'm not trying to speak up and take up for the Gigi sisters. But Ashley came out here yesterday and she confirmed that break room was going hard for Neo. And from what I'm hearing, they was all concerned. Now, Tikers give that she was a concerned person. I believe Tikers really was a concerned person. I'm gonna be honest, even with me talking to Tikers have told me time and time and time, let it go. Let well be well. Let it go. Let it go. Tikers put me in the mind of me. Okay, when I try to talk people down and just be like, hey, move on. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. That's the energy Tikers gives, right? So I'm sure that's probably the same energy she was giving Neo, but it seemed to Neo she was trying to talk her out of going off on Amora. But I think Tikers is just that type of person. Like, okay, let enough is enough when it comes to the drama. Um, Ashley spoke for break room. And I haven't yet seen TC. Now, I haven't seen TC disrespect her or say anything disrespectful. I think I have heard TC try to explain to the people out here on the front what took place on the outs, on the back end of the GG sisters. But for whatever reason, can't talk Neo down. Neo gonna be Neo. She gonna feel the way she feel. And if we care and we're concerned about her, I think we would just let her do what she do. Because just because she's out there talking shit now, that don't mean I'm no longer concerned about her well-being. That don't mean I'm not concerned about her well-being. I'm absolutely still concerned about her well-being. Because when I talked to her on the phone, when she and I was talking, if I was concerned about her well-being now, I got to still her mental health. I got to still be concerned about her mental health now that she's out there talking shit about me. Like I told her, I'm okay. Talk shit about me. Just don't hurt yourself and go seek help. You know what I'm saying? Because just running around ruining relationships is crazy work. It's crazy work. And worse than the kid to be like, oh, you did this, you did that. I tell every damn body, every single day. I love y'all, and there's nothing y'all can do about it. Ain't not one hating bone in my body when it comes to nobody out here. So yes, I do talk shit about Amora behavior. I talk about her behavior, how she behave, how she doesn't take accountability, how she divides the people, how she docks the people. I don't come out here saying I hate this woman or I wish bad on this woman. No, I come out here and have real talk is what I do. What Lady J said that was so funny. She would not drop you. I was like, oh, poor Tinka Tinka. Yeah, she wasn't gonna block me. I was like, okay, you want me gone? You got the magic. You just made a couple people disappear. I wouldn't say she's so much disgusting. She do make well, and now sis, like I said, this is just my opinion. This is the way you feel. I can't stop you from feeling how you feel because only people can review her is people who have dealt with her, experience her. And if this your experience, I'm not trying to talk you down, but what I see, she has disgusting behavior. Yeah, she has disgusting behavior. I would say that. Where you was at, Lady J? Lady J said, I promise I was there because of you. I didn't comment, but I was on the floor. Yeah, I know a lot of people was in the bushes reading the comments, and she needed that attention. She needed that comfort. And believe it or not, I was absolutely there because let me tell you something. The mind plays tricks on you. The minds play tricks on you. I know Neo love the GG girls, right? I know Neo love the GG girls. I don't care. I know Neo loves me, but her mind would tell her that we against her. I just don't want her to get to a dark spot where she feel like she can't hold relationships or everybody just, like everybody hate Chris. Everybody hate Chris. I don't want her to feel that way. That's why I came over there and I continue to talk to her. They was like, oh, she gaslighting, she gaslighting. Now I was trolling the hell out of the loud talkers. I was there to troll their ass back, right? They was over there trying to talk shit about me because that's the way they wanna fit in wherever it is that people talk shit about me. Then they want me to look like they leader. They want me to look like I can't hold relationships, right? Cause in my opinion, they leader can't hold relationships. She don't know how to whole relationships because she don't know how to take accountability, right? She don't know how to take accountability. Like I say, I was dead ass wrong for letting Neo up on this panel. Now I should have refrained from letting her up on this panel because I seen in the chat she was having an outburst, right? She was just having an outburst, and I seen she wasn't going nowhere. So I was like, okay, just let her get up here, get it out, so she ain't got to be down there in the comments just going back and forth. Just let her get out, and then let her go. But it didn't work like that, right? In the perfect world, it will have worked like that, right? Instead of her writing 10 million comments, going back and forth with people, just let her get it up, get it off her chest. Whatever she got to say, let her get it off her chest. That's my mind frame, and that's the way I was thinking about. Let her be heard out. But it had shit to do with the topic. It was something that was brought up in the chat, and it just went to the left. But I was definitely concerned about her well-being that night. Once I seen she had a group of people she can talk to, I let her talk to that group of people, and I left out. I'm talking about when she went on her live. She opened up her live stream. She talked her shit, okay, to the loud talkers. I seen she was in there with a bunch of people, I was like, okay, I'm out. I'm out. And I left. But it spoke volume because she wouldn't block me. And I wanted Amora supporters. I wanted the loud talkers who ran over there to see a shit show. I wanted them to see that she didn't have a problem with the internet, sister. It wasn't as bad as she was. She was just like a child having a temper tantrum. She was a grown ass woman having a temper tantrum because the internet sister didn't side with her. So I wanted them to see y'all. Neo ain't got a problem with me. Y'all see Neo won't block me. Neo talking that shit, talking about, why won't you go, internet sister? Why won't you go? Then she like, say something. Say it. I say, look, Neo want to have a reason to hate me. Neo want to have a real reason to beef with me. Because she asked me, she said, internet sister, I got everything you was told to say. Because I really wouldn't come to you and listen to your channel because I didn't want my feelings to be hurt. So I ain't listened to you. I only knew what you said about me if people came and told me. But did you say anything about me and my brother's situation? I said, no, baby. I wouldn't go there. I wouldn't go there. I said, now I didn't say that, but I did mention about you allegedly getting thrown out your house because of your mom girlfriend. And that's when she broke it down to me. Like, think about when they said this. I would have only been a child. So I wouldn't, be the one that would look bad. My mama girlfriend would have looked bad because that means she would have had to SA me. So I was like, oh wow, I didn't know that. But she wanted me to say that because she want, her mind to believe I'm against her or I hate her, or she wanted to, like she always say, she know how to trigger her mind. She know how to trigger her mind to get upset and get angry. So she kept wanting to say, you know, say something about me and my brother. And I really was going to take it there with Neo when she tried to say what she said about my baby brother, but I didn't take it there. I just let her know it's not sweet over him. Because one thing to know about my baby brother, it was definitely eye for eye. Okay. We weren't the only one, you know, weighing black and fried fish, right? We wasn't the only one frying fish, baby. It was a couple of people frying fish. It was a couple of people dropping tears. You know what I'm saying? A couple of people dropped, they loved ones 6 feet under for my one brother. Okay. So nothing to boast and brag, but never think it's sweet over him, Bookie Butts. It happened to some of us best. So like when she went there, yeah, that almost pushed me to the edge. But at the same time, I had to remember I wasn't there for my mental state of mind. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't there for my mental state of mind. I was there for her mental state of mind. So I was like, don't go there with her. So, like I said, yeah, and a lot of people don't know that you have to love yourself first. You have to love yourself first. You definitely have to love yourself first. And that's why I said I couldn't go back and forth with her because, like I said, I'm concerned about her mental health. And just because she started talking about me and threatening she going to get me bad, that ain't going to make me flip out and forget my concern when it comes to her. And nobody don't care about her mental health. They want her to keep going back and forth. Hold on, guys. Excuse me real quick. I'm sorry about that, guys. Yeah, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let it go. I already let it go. absolutely let it go. The night I left out her chat, I let it go. I ain't got nothing, I ain't got nothing bad to say about her. And I can't referee once again what her and Tip got going. Those are two grown women. So I can't tell Tip how to run her page. I can't tell Neo how to run her page. I just know I'm not gonna be a part of it. And I promise you guys, I'll talk about the drama, but I'm not gonna be a part of the drama. And that's why I came out and I addressed Ashley like, hey, the same way you feel, you don't want no parts of the drama, neither do I. So don't attach my name to the drama, right? I'm a blogger and I'm a content creator. So y'all see me put out videos, okay? Answering fucking phone calls through my iPad tablet because people women running up on me and calling me about their man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get content out here from me, from the internet system. Y'all will get interviews for the internet system. Y'all will get open panels from the internet system. But all that drama stuff, the internet system, man, at my big age, I ain't doing it. I understand what it takes to be a blogger and to be a content creator, and I know what comes with it. Not everyone gonna, agree with my unpopular opinions out here, but I'm gonna keep giving them. So thank you for coming through, Latoya. Thank you for coming through. So y'all, let's come on, y'all. Let's get ready and wrap this up, honey. So much for the commercial breaks. Let's get back on track. Let's get back into the topic, which was the things that stood out in my interview with Tukay. For you all who just coming in, if you know, I did an interview with Tukay regarding him and Amora meeting up for the first time. Okay, meeting up for the first time. So the next thing that stood out was Tukay. Okay, he gave Bree, LaTruth wife, okay, a compliment. Pretty much said Bree got a bootylicious body. He said when when he's watching Bree videos, and maybe that's why Bree do her spin. Y'all know Bree don't mind about propping up her camera and getting in front of the camera, showing her bootylicious body off. Now, 2K said it. A lot of time she hypnotized him when she does the spin and the booty be in the camera, like boom, there's the booty. Shit, he tends to forget why he's watching her. Something about Bree booty. That's what 2K said. But that's not all that he said about Bree booty. If y'all watch, then y'all know what I'm about to say. He added this in. He said not only do Bree have a bootylicious body, but he said trying to think, say it the right way. Y'all know I'm be judged on him. Y'all help me out. If y'all was in the interview, what did he say? That was so funny. Oh wait, that. Yep. See, I didn't say it, y'all. I said y'all up to say it. See, now I'm so wrong for that, y'all. Now that was some unhealthy behavior, right? That I wouldn't even say it, but I'm asking my supporters to say it. Now that was wrong of me. But he did say, he absolutely said that he felt that Nate wanted Bree. And he was like, he can't he can't, that's the way he was thinking, right? His process thought was that Nate wanted Bree, and he was like, he couldn't blame her. He couldn't blame her for it because Bree absolutely have a bootylicious body or bootylicious butt. When she turns around in that camera, it absolutely makes him look and stare. Now, some of y'all may say he was projecting stereotypes, rather than relying on facts, right? But I laugh. I ain't gonna even lie. Not only did that was something that stood out in my interview of him complimenting Bree's butt, but when he said he felt like the story was gonna end, this saga was gonna end with Nate tasting Bree. I'm like, man, is this man projecting stereotypes, or is this, is he relying on facts or what? So, y'all, I wasn't out here on YouTube. I couldn't see and hear everything that Nate was doing out here on the internet. I just couldn't see it. I didn't hear everything. But what did I miss? I want to ask my audience, if you was watching the interview with me and Tukay, when Tukay said that about Bree Bootylicious butt and in the camera and how he thought this saga was gonna end, I mean, how can he void out that she's a married woman? What do y'all think? What was given? Was it ever given that? Did any of you guys in the chat agree with what 2K said? Did any of y'all think that? Be honest. If you thought that Nate was going to end up with Bree at the end of the saga, please press one down now. Please press one down now. Ooh. So this person said, seriously, I thought the same, because all jokes aside, my first time seeing Nate on Jarvis panel, I thought she was a stud and surprised to know she had a husband. Now, y'all, we are being messy, okay, with this part of the interview. I'm going to acknowledge this is messy, y'all, but it's to be talked about because this was part of my interview, right? And we know her supporters listened to the interview and they trimmed out what they wanted to trim out and they talked about what they wanted to talk about. But I really want to know, what did they think when 2K said at the end of the saga, he absolutely thought that Nate and Bree would end up together. And now Bunny 1103 says she seriously thought it too. I just want to see what I missed out here, because I'm gonna be honest with y'all now. Just like he didn't agree with a lot of stuff that I said, he was like, nope, I can't agree with you on that. Well, I must say I didn't agree with him on that, but I found that shit funny. Because I'm like, oh my God, he's a whole man. Maybe he can see something that I didn't see. Or maybe I missed a part in the saga. Like, where in the hell did he get this from? I would have never thought that. But I don't know. Do y'all think he misunderstood something she said? Did he notice, something that caused him to make this assumption? Do y'all think it was something said or did out here in this saga that caused 2K to make this assumption? Do y'all? Okay, because Bunny 1103 says she mistaked her as a stud before she even knew she had a husband. So I understand that. So maybe that's what happened with 2K. Do y'all think 2K mistaked her as a stud before he knew that she had a husband? I want to know. That stood out That statement absolutely stood out when, okay, when he said he thought Nate will be getting with Bree. I was like, whoa, I laughed, but I did not, I ain't gonna be honest, I was too afraid to really like say, hey, break this down. What you mean them two getting together? I don't even see Bree being girl on girl. I don't see her being girl on girl, but who, hey, I don't know. You know, something 2K saw. It was something 2K saw, y'all. Not me, but something 2K saw. Do y'all think he heard rumors or any type of information? Ashley says she definitely gives stud. Y'all think so? Tomboyish. Is that the same? That's not the same. That's not the same. I would say she give more like tomboyish. What pick you talking about? What pick you talking about? Have a good day. I'm sorry, y'all, that was nephew. I would think she give more tomboyish, not so much a stud. What picture? Where the picture was at? So y'all think it's her looks is what made him have that assumption? Is that what y'all telling me in the chat? It wasn't so much of something she had said, she had done out here on the internet. Y'all think it was more of her image? Because I see where two of my I see two comments down there saying that she gives stud. I think she's definitely a tomboy, you know, tomboyish. The way she dressed and her baseball cap, but I don't think she gives stud. I that's just my opinion. So why do y'all think he had that assumption? Anybody else want to answer why do y'all think he had that assumption? That's how it was gonna end. No, he meant what he meant. He simply said that even when he don't fault her for wanting Bree, because even when when she turns around and he's watching her videos, he get lost in the mix. Okay, and maybe that's what he did. Maybe he assumed. Ashley said, "I'm just gonna say." Oh, Ashley said, "I'm just gonna say." Y'all want to ask Chat GPT? No, we ain't gonna refrain because we have real conversations over here and real talk. So we want to hear from real people. We ain't gonna ask Chat GPT. But Ashley said, I'm just gonna say I assume she was gay. Okay, so that's simply why he could have felt the same way. Yeah, Lisa, go out and come back in, sis, because I think you behind. Yeah, we passed that, and I agree with you. Okay. Yeah, we shouldn't do that because we got to be concerned about her mental health. So I really don't want to talk about her on my channel. I'm gonna let her be. But we passed that, sis. Yeah, I'm going to say he probably assumed, like you guys, that she was um you know, she like girls on girls, but who knows? We just gonna say what he said just really took me out when he spoke that part about the leader across the street wanted Bree, that was crazy word coming from a man. That was crazy word coming from a man. So, yeah, I just, mm, yeah, that was absolutely crazy work. Um, Maybe he felt she was just too obsessed. Or one of the things he said is that he just didn't understand why was she out here creating lies. I'm gonna be honest. That's what I thought. I thought that maybe he felt that the lady across the street, because I don't want to call her Nate, and I also don't want to call her by her name because I don't need nobody out here saying everything on my page is allegedly, but I don't need nobody out here saying, oh, I was talking about, their sexuality and I was saying this and saying that. Even though I'm discussing the interview and what came out of Tukay mouth, I know people are twist and turn, but I'm not here to disrespect anyone. I'm just here, everything on my channel is allegedly, and I'm just here to pull out what stood out in the interview. And his statement saying that stood out. But what I think he was probably believing that because of how much time she spent on dragging LaTruth. Well, can y'all agree with that? When that stood out, and like I said, I really didn't want to get deep on my channel with it. That's why I kind of left it be, laughed about it, and left it be. But I was thinking, I listened to you guys. You guys said maybe because she looks like a stud, I mistaked her as a stud. But I really feel maybe he felt that away because the amount of time the amount of time that she spent on tearing the husband down, the ex-husband down. I would think he probably was thinking like that, and he expected that because she dedicated herself to taking the husband under. No matter what was proven, she overlooked, and he said this too, and it stood out because she lied on the husband. She absolutely framed the husband on abuse when it came from the current boyfriend at that time. He was allegedly abusing Bree, but however, the leader across the street, the lady across the street, came out here, took a photo, and framed LaTruth. Absolutely put up a photo where this woman had been stretched, where a bruise was left on this lady body physically. And remember, y'all, we talking about a woman who pretends she's an advocate against abusers. So she knew this lady had been abused for real. But instead of advocating and standing against the abuser, she framed LaTruth to be the abuser. So I was thinking maybe Tukay felt the way he felt about her getting with Bree is because the level of lies she told on LaTruth and the things she was doing to tear LaTruth down. Is that safe to say that he probably thought this woman is so eager to tear LaTruth down, she possibly won't his wife or his ex-wife? Is that safe to say? That's probably why 2K felt that way. Miss Carter, you's a mess. Is that safe to say? Would that give a kind of like a legitimate reason for him to think that she wanted the wife? Because the level of lies, the many lies that she told on the ex-husband, the lies she told on the ex-husband. And if y'all can recall, now this was something I didn't bring up with 2K. It was just so much to talk about. But Do y'all recall that she came out here and she apologized to LaTruth? She let the world know about the lie she told on LaTruth to frame him to be an abuser. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember she came out here and she kind of act as if she was trying to take accountability for doing that, but we all know she did that to expose Bree. I will always say she did that to expose Bree because she didn't do it when her and Bree was in good standard. She waited till her and Bree fell out to do that. So she did that to expose Bree, y'all. And the reason why I'ma feel she did that to expose Bree, for the simple fact being, she went right back out here attacking LaTruth. How in the hell you, out of all people, like Tukay said, this is something else stood out in the interview. Tukay said that lie alone destroyed her career out here on the internet. Like, who can trust you now? Who can believe you from this point? After doing such devilish things, such nasty thing, who can trust you now? He absolutely said that ruined her career out here, which in my eyes, it did. Like, who gonna trust you now? Who's gonna trust you now? And on top of that, after doing something so devilish, so doggish, so nasty to paint this man as a abuser at his workplace, as we all know, he's a public influencer. You know, for her to do that to him was absolutely heartless, right? To plot, plan, and produce such nasty, allegations, to frame this man. But what made it even worse is that she came right back at him with the same tongue that she lied on this man with, the same tongue that she lied on this man with the same platform that she framed this man on, to come back at him to destroy him. Who in the hell died and made her be this perfect person? How in the hell you spend all this time dragging this man still up to this point, talking about this man, when you did 10 times worse than he have ever done? You absolutely did 10 times worse than LaTruth have ever done. How in the hell y'all allow this lady to feel that she has the strength, she has the power, she has the authority to be okay with dragging a man that she lied on, that she framed as an abuser? This is why I'm out here talking real conversation and pointing out the disgusting behavior that this lady have been out here doing for years. Same tongue she lied on this man. Used her platform to put up a photo to say this man is an abuser, but want to come out here and count every damn toe that LaTruth got. Count every finger that LaTruth got. Every time he hit gas and hit brakes in his vehicle. Who appointed her to be the president of YouTube? That, I can come out here and I can do wrong, but you know what? LaTruth better not sneeze hard. If LaTruth sneeze hard, I'm coming out here, I'm going to be on his ass. But you framed LaTruth. You framed LaTruth. You never took accountability. That was another face, y'all. This woman is two-faced, and that was another performance. She was absolutely performing for the cloud. Who I have there? Hello? Hello? Well, I didn't hear you. You better speak up. Who will perform? She performed. She performed for the circus when she came out here and apologized. That alone should have made her never, ever in her life want to speak on LaTruth. She should have never came out here after apologizing to that man for showing up at his place of business, framing him, calling him an abuser while protecting the boyfriend. And y'all want to call her the GOAT? Y'all want people with sense to be jealous of such nasty, distasteful woman? And that's why Tukay say, I don't want no revenge. I don't want no apology. I want her to take accountability. I want her to be responsible for her actions. That woman have not taken no responsibility for her actions for framing the truth. As I sit down and I watch this shit show go on out here, I don't care what you loud talkers talk about, because y'all only talking loud and telling lies, destroying lives. That's what the loud talkers stand for. This woman need to be held accountable for her wrongdoing. You heartless. She's heartless. And sitting down with this young black man, interviewing him, he's wise enough to know, no, I'm not going to swipe what she did. I'm not going to swipe what she did to me under the carpet. What she did to me what she did to me was absolutely wrong. I don't want revenge for her. I don't want an apology from her. But I want her to be held accountable for the situations and the things she done. And that's what the internet sister stand on. I want this woman to be held accountable for the things that she's doing to these people out here on the internet. And no, I would not shut up. I will forever stand out here, protest on the internet. I'm protesting. I will constantly call her out until she take accountability on what she have done to a lot of young color people out here. Fairness is fairness, and it's really not about the skin color. Because I'm watching her do the same damn thing she did to Bree and LaTrue, do it to the vanilla looking guy. Justin, which Justin is wrong on what he does to Cora, but she ain't happy, just like she ain't helped with Bree. She's just a shit starter, and she likes drama. Because Cora don't even need her damn help. Cora is a healthy co-parenting. Cora see everything he doing, but Cora know he can't hurt her, and he can't hurt her career. He can only gain for her. Wherever drama is, wherever problems are, that's where the loud talkers and their leader are. And they're not there to bring forth. They're not there. Yeah, they're wherever problem is, and they're showing up. Okay, they're showing up to problems without solutions. They're just adding fire on top of fire. Like, how the hell can you move on and you to destroy the truth? You to destroy this story. You to did the truth so bad to where you have a male blogger thinking you trying to get with LaTruth's wife. That's just how bad you did LaTruth, in my opinion. You to destroy LaTruth. You to did LaTruth so wrong to a male blogger like Tukay. Thought that her motive was to tear LaTruth down so she can end up with the wife. Isn't that crazy work, y'all? Isn't that crazy work for a male blogger to think that Nate was out here doing the dirty work so she can end up with the wife. Now that's some dirty work. That's crazy. Oh wow. How long you been out here, Lisa? Have you been a Latrue supporter? It doesn't matter because over here we're team nobody. But I just want to know what angle, excuse me, of this saga. I mean, was you team Bree, team Latrue, or team nobody? And how long you been out here watching this to think that she was crushing on the wife? Why, for you to think she was crushing on the wife? How long you been out here? And you think a couple of the comments said that they thought she was a stud. So you do think she's bi? Yeah, Lady J, we gonna get to that too. We covering the interview. Yeah, we gonna talk about the review. We're definitely gonna talk about the review. Okay. I personally wanted to do this you know, reaction of my interview with with Tukay because some of the loud talkers was in my comments talking crazy, and I'm like, shit, y'all must didn't hear the whole interview. Since y'all ain't hear the whole interview, then I'll let y'all know what stood out. And baby, when he did the review on her, it definitely stood out. That's what I'm saying. How the fuck she can balance something out with somebody ex-husband? Where's her two ex-husband? Where's her two ex-husband? Yeah, they don't. And I agree with you. Thank you. And I'm glad you able to see that. I'm glad you're able to see that, Ashley. Ashley said these women don't need her battling it out with their kids, father, ex-husband, or whatever. She really been a problem and adding to the drama, but yet will have a fit if one speak on her and hers. Right. You don't want nobody here speaking on your husband. Nobody out here talking about your ex-husband and your kids. No, because what she don't understand. And this is why I'm telling y'all, she was the problem. Okay, she was absolutely the problem with. She was absolutely the problem with Bree. When I keep saying y'all, she was the problem with Bree, and the reason for Bree brand, that's the same thing her ass gonna end up doing with Cora, right? Because when you're dragging somebody baby father out here, you're just pouring gas on it. So you're making he's mad. He can't. Cora already showed us he can't f with her. He can't touch her. Cora is winning right now. And Cora, whoever God and Cora see a person, this is what I'm telling y'all. Cora is so young. But do y'all see how Cora, and I'm going to start bringing Cora to my channel so y'all can see how Cora moving. The difference between the way Cora moves and the way Bree moves. The difference, okay? They both young, brown-skinned women who have suffered, who have went through major divorce, open divorce out here on the internet. But the difference between Cora and the difference between Bree is that Cora absolutely have the right healthy people in her corner, right? She have healthy people in her corner, like her adopted godmother in California, like her parents, people who telling her, Cora, focus on your career, keep it going, keep it going. Do what the court say. Let him see his kids. Let him have his kids' time. Don't put no poison in the kid's head. I so much love Cora. I love how Cora conducts herself. I remember her daughter trying to talk about her dad's house. I remember her daughter saying, Mommy, I love your house. Your house is bigger than Daddy's house. And Cora instantly redirect her daughter. She says, No, don't do that. Don't you like going to Daddy's house? So, okay, don't talk about Daddy's house. We know like hell, these ignorant ass women who hate Truth because of his own freaking divorce would have took that clip and Y'all look. Momo said the true house is small and Bree house is big. But Cora shows her kids how to respect the father and how it should be done. It's not about making fun of your dad, despite the fact that your dad is out here on the internet effing with me, trying to cause me problems. I'm not going to cause your father's problems, and I'm not going to make you feel it's okay to compare me and your father. That's healthy co-parenting. In the meanwhile, you got this wicked ass woman who I feel comes out here and cause more problems with younger women who's going through divorce and separation than anything. She used these people, pain and divorce, to gain her own personal damn gain. I'm glad Cora have absolutely healthy grown people in her head telling her right from wrong. Not out here making distasteful and disgusting content on her baby daddy or trying to get a damn clap back. Cora don't give two else what justice says about her. Cora looking for her next, event. She can roll her belly and shake her booty. She can continue to come out here and do what she do as a public figure, as a dancer. She ain't caring about this drama going on out here. But you got ones over there trying to build their channel off of her drama. And she ain't even building her channel off her drama. She's building her channel off of positivity. But people can do what they want to do. They can do any kind of content they want to do. I'm just saying, stop acting like y'all positive people when y'all not. Y'all about the bullshit. Be like Tukay. If you're going to be messy, be messy. Be the messy Marfins. Be the messy loud talkers. But don't be acting like people coming out here calling y'all ass out because they jealous of y'all. No. Y'all say one thing and do another. Y'all want to be known as positive people. Oh my God, y'all. OMG. Breaking news. Y'all, breaking news. They just found Carmela Anthony guilty of first-degree murder. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Hold on. Yeah, I really didn't follow the story. Oh my, for this baby. I just felt like they should have had the trial in a whole, in a whole nother county. I will have absolutely, as a mother and father, oh my. Y'all, breaking news. Oh, breaking news.
Jury reaches verdict in Carmelo Anthony's trial. By Marty Hogue, Safia Sami Ali, and Xavier Walton. McKinney, Texas. A jury has reached a verdict in the murder trial of Carmelo Anthony, who is accused of killing 17-year-old Austin Metcalf following a confrontation at a track meet after about 3 hours of deliberation. Anthony, now 19, is charged in the 2025 death of Metcalf at a track meet outside of Dallas. The case has drawn national attention and featured emotional testimony from more than 20 prosecution witnesses who were in court last week. The jury only had to consider the single charge of first-degree murder. Carmelo Anthony's attorneys argue self-defense. Defense attorneys began calling witnesses Monday. including one of Anthony's former teammates who was at the track meet when the fatal confrontation unfolded. Anthony's attorneys argue that he acted in self-defense and reacted in fear during a split-second moment after Metcalf made physical contact. Chapters, descriptions off, selected. Captions off, selected. Quality. Carmelo Anthony's attorneys argue self-defense in Texas murder trial. News Nation Live. One of Anthony's teammates, testifying Monday for the defense, said Anthony was distraught after the stabbing. "I was hearing him say, 'I told him not to touch me,'" the witness said. Jurors were shown pocket knife from stabbing Carmelo Anthony's backpack.
But I don't understand how that worked, because I was told the evidence showed that it wasn't a knife. And Hamidi absolutely played Charleston White video, and Charleston was in court with the family, and he said it wasn't a knife, it was a Boy Scout. I guess he was a Boy Scout, and they had tools. It was like a tool, it wasn't a knife. But let's keep listening. Jesus, this is baby God. Y'all, this is difficult, y'all. This is very much difficult.
Backpack. On Friday, jurors were shown the pocket knife prosecutors say was used in the stabbing, along with photos of the weapon, Anthony's backpack, and the crime scene. An officer who responded to the scene after the stabbing had testified that a witness directed police to the knife, which was found in the bleachers. Jurors also watched body camera footage from the scene, and prosecutors demonstrated how quickly the knife could be opened. What happened between Carmelo Anthony and Austin Metcalf? According to police reports, Metcalf told Anthony he needed to move out from under their team's tent at the track meet. Anthony allegedly then grabbed his bag, reached inside, and told Metcalf, "Touch me and see what happens." A police report states Metcalf grabbed Anthony to tell him to move. Anthony then allegedly pulled out a knife and stabbed Metcalf once in the chest before running.
Wait, he can assault Anthony, grabs Anthony to tell him to move. You don't put your hand on nobody. Go get a coach. Go get a staff of somebody from off the school faculty team. So they said it was okay for him to grab this young man. And come on, if you telling so, how can another student remove another student from up under the tent physically? I'm sure it wasn't just touching him to tell him to move. But you know what, y'all? I really don't like talking about this type of stuff. Okay, I'm like getting into this type of stuff. I have to refrain from saying how I really feel. You know, man, this is beyond me giving my true opinion. How I feel this, I refrain from watching certain stuff. You know, I refrain from listening to certain things because and here I am over here getting emotional. So shit like this take me back to stories I had to listen to my grandma tell me, and stories I had to listen to my mom tell me. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like this. Just, I don't even want to listen to the rest of it. You guys, I have to go to channels that right now I will have to pull myself together, because this shit sounds so damn it unfair. Yeah, I mean, as a mother and a father, I would have just had to fire that attorney. I would have had to fire that attorney. I would have, like, I wouldn't even trust that at that time. I'm sorry, y'all. I wouldn't trust that motherfucker on my child's case. We have to understand These motherfuckers share the same coffee shops together. When you go out and get an attorney, I need to let you know. I need y'all to understand. They have coffee and donuts together. These people are absolutely alumni. The prosecutors and the attorneys that y'all hire, they have went to school together. If they ain't went to school, they mom went to school. Y'all got to understand. They mom and daddy goes to school together. They show up at the same Christmas party. They get invited to the same Happy New Year's party. I'm not taking nobody in the damn courtroom that don't look like me. I need to know you ain't stay the night over his house when you was a little boy. I need to know you wasn't in the same Boy Scout as he was. Y'all ain't play on the same baseball team, football team. I need to know that in the world we're living in. Ain't no way in hell I'm going to put my child's life in somebody's hand that don't look like me in a case like this, where Tukay was just saying, and we was going to get to that today too in the interview, where Tukay was saying, when you go out there, the atmosphere, these people have masks on their face. Like you can't even tell their skin color unless you look down at their hand. He was telling us like it was ready to go down any moment. Any moment. Like if the verdict would have came out to be something different, a lot of people probably wouldn't made it home. It's pretty much what Tukay was given. It was ready to go down any moment. Any moment. Now, I'm going to say this because I know Neo somewhat laughing. You know, that's one thing I can say she have dealt with me big time on is with Christ and playing with God. I know God sit high and look low. And I know God got to know that this isn't fair. And I just pray if this child was railroaded, if this child was found guilty and he's really innocent, I'm asking God to do his big one. Do his big one. Please, God, don't let us down with this one. If this baby is absolutely innocent, and this baby was found guilty and he's innocent, God, I'm trusting you. I'm trusting you to do your big one. Do your big one. And that's why I say that platinum bracelet. Let this baby come back on the appeal and turn this verdict around for him. This is crazy, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm a jump right now, y'all. Oh my God, I'm a jump. Y'all, I'm a jump. I think we had enough out here. I just appreciate each and every one of you guys who came over here to chit chat with me on this midday show. Yep, to have a real conversation in the midst of me highlighting the reaction of 2K interview. We learned the verdict came back for Camilla Anthony. The verdict is guilty. Guilty. Ooh. This man absolutely put his hand on this baby. On this baby. But it wasn't self-defense. But a Asian man and his son put a story together that a young black baby turned around and pointed a gun and he was shot in the back. How can you point a gun from the back? How can your child be in danger of someone with a gun if you shot them in the back? You unalived them in the back. How was it self-defense? But someone put their hand, y'all, this can't be life, man. This have to be what you call a wake-up calling. Y'all, I'm out. I'm absolutely out. Mic off. Remember, I love y'all, and there's nothing y'all can do about it. I'll call y'all back.